I think this game will be a toss-up. If you look at like the average ranks of both sides players, I think OCP obviously has quite a bit less, but like at the same time, it's like you know that there's maybe a bit of a sad truth, but it's kind of a truth. There really isn't much difference between like a silver player and an emerald player, and seeing as OCP have like played with each other, that came out wrong. Seeing as OCP have played together as a team for a long time,
No, 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 no. Yeah.
since they they've played together for a long time as a team, I think they might actually be able to like score a win here. So honestly, I'm unsure who's gonna win this. We'll have to see exactly how the game develops, how the draft develops. As we do see the bans,
Um,
it is
let's see,
yeah.
let's
I mean,
see.
Zeri picked. We have Nar and Smolder for the side of OCP. Uh, Smolder does, I guess. Oof. I'm trying to like work it out in my head. Does Smolder make sense here, knowing that you're gonna have an R? It's we'll see. We'll see. There might be a champion here that maybe can sort of bring these champions together. They're definitely not exactly
But
discordant champs.
But no, come on. Like, you're looking at this as if it's like some LEC draft, my friend. These people are playing for comfort. Okay, we have Same on his Nar, Smolder being locked in for D59 since his Twitch is banned, and on the side of Bussy squad, you might not know this, but Jar is actually, I might say, even the best Kindred in Malta. Okay, and he has Kindred, so I'm pretty sure we are going to see some awesome
The
action
Rock,
today.
the
Yes.
Rock, the Rock. Unironically, Malphite goes so hard here versus Nar versus Smolder. You have some really nice engage. You have some really nice counter engage as well with his ultimate. Okay, we're locking in we're locking in the Rock. The Rock is cooking.
I don't know what Dwayne Johnson is actually doing in League of Legends, but that guy is everywhere. Let's see what Occupational Hazard answer. Ah, it's Kevin Hart. No, it's Briar. All right.
Ooh,
Yeah,
bit,
as enjoyable in my opinion.
bit unsure about the Briar and the Malphite pick, although I guess it does work
Nah,
decently
bro.
well into Kindred, right? You're able to push them out as we
No,
actually got a Melio last second.
no, come on, guys. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing my two main champions battle it off in the Rift. What can you do? Oy, oy, oy. Next bans, next
Melio.
bans. What do we get here?
To be fair, they wanted the little Mexican boy, the Smolder Melio bot lane. I mean, it is a pretty strong bot lane. Melio allowing Smolder to extend his Q range. As we do see Pike banned out. That's fair, I guess. It does make sense to ban out Pike. I'd be maybe even more afraid of something like a Yumi here. Because if you have Zeri Yumi, I mean, you're not really going to be outscaling with that Smolder Melio, and you're going to be losing out on that early mid pressure. So, as we
No,
do
I'm
see
just.
Briar actually covered as a ban.
No, don't ban Briar, guys. Come on. Come on, you're a kindred player, man, and you're scared of Emanuele's Briar. Seriously, man. Oi, 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 oi. I don't get it, man. They have Malphite as well. Oi, come. Alright, guys. Sorry, I'm sad. I'm very sad. Because Emanuele Lul is probably the only other player I will ever see play this champion in a local game setting. Maybe next time. So, Blitzcrank
Blitz,
banned out.
okay.
It's not because
That's actually
Bussy squad play Blitz, but it's a Amelia counter.
that is fair. As we do see a Nico banned out. I think we're seeing here, was it Dinoco? Dinoco, I think Silas incoming. Silas does actually make sense here for the side of Occupational Hazard. So I would be interested maybe if we're going to see a Silas game.
It is an
Unsure if the mid
option.
laner, of course, plays Silas.
Let's see if OCP do actually play this champion. Oh, there's
As
a Nocturne.
Nocturne. Bring
Okay.
me more flashbacks.
I think
As
he's definitely like the Malphite of the jungle, Nocturne. He's like relatively easy to understand. You just need to understand win conditions and positioning, and you can do a really good job with this champion. But
Now, the question is, will Bussy squad steal the Silas here? Because that would be a very interesting play. You still get nice ultimates with the Gnar, with the Smolder, with the Melio, the Nocturne. And we
No.
are actually going to go with a Hui. I think you have a lot better champions than Hui here, but then again, comfort is king. I think if
would-
you're gonna pick a...
I would really like OCP to go with Silas, but I know that Red Road Rebel, he's gonna go with Nico here or something along that line.
Or Yana.
Or maybe Asol or Lissandra. That's normally what he plays at least, but I mean Oriana Nocturne is a very strong combination, but it's a bit tricky to pull off.
Whoa! Okay.
Alright, that was
I think maybe a Syndra fits here a tiny bit better, but our Oriana, then again, of course, you do have the combo with the Nocturne. Still feel it doesn't. You're gonna be a bit awkward here playing Oriana into these other mid-rangey champions and then the Hui and the Malphite. We'll see, we'll see. I do think Bussy squad have definitely gone on a bit of an advantage here in terms of draft. We'll see what happens in the game itself, though. I don't think it's a major advantage, but we'll see what happens.
they have a lot of sort of crowd control and tankiness, and then there's Kindred on top of that, and Zeri Hui with the control as well of the space. But Nocturne can maybe I just say maybe, but disrupt the how you say it, the team fight angle of Bussy squad with his ultimate. It's a very strong ult. Hui could miss his abilities. Kindred wouldn't be sure. Zeri won't E in haphazardly because they can't see. So there's all of these things going on. And especially if they can pull off the Oriana Nocturne and take out maybe the Hui or take out the Zeri just before the objective. That could be potentially very strong, especially if Smolder has scaled up. So I'm really hopeful to see something like that happen. Let's see. OCP, they need a win. Okay, it would be their first win ever. Oh no, what happened here? What happened to the lobby?
I think the lobby exploded.
Alright, we're making a new lobby, I guess. Let's see. Hopefully they didn't join the game without us.
But yeah, to continue what you're saying, basically same thing. You maybe do have a bit of that. It's a very slight early game advantage on the side of OCP, but then once you reach that like 20-25 minute mark, I feel like the major issue that I have with OCP's comp is that it's a lot harder to execute without that large of a payoff. Yes, you have that Smolder, who of course can be very strong once he reaches his stacks. You have the Nocturne Oriana, who's a very good combo if you can pull it off. But all in all, I mean, it's not exactly the strongest or like the easiest comp to pull off, and so I am gonna be a bit hesitant to say that they would have won, that they aren't gonna sort of have a bit of a struggle actually pulling off their team comp. Bussy squad not to be underestimated. True.
I hope invites aren't working. Alright.
Oh no.
Restart client, tell team to do it as well. Alright guys, wouldn't be an event without the scuff. Alright, so we are restarting our clients. That should hopefully fix it and we can get on with the game. A highly anticipated
spaghetti gold.
Yeah. Maybe there's an update, I don't know. League of Legends. Yeah, a lot of excitement around the Bussy squad here and their sort of showcase. I think they've only played once in a competitive setting here in Malta. Maybe this time, you know, it goes a bit better for them. I think they had a good showcase the first time around. So, yeah, I think they are favored in my opinion. But OCP, I know they're hungry for the win. You know, we have D59 in the AD carry position. They have been really looking forward to sort of getting that win for OCP, getting OCP on the board in the Maltese competitions. Let's see. The Maokai hover was foreseen, I guess. Alright, I get it now. So my client is restarted. Let's see if they work now. If not, guys, 07 will play the games and show recordings. Let's see. Alright. Okay, alright. Progress, guys, progress. The invites are working. Fantastic. This is why we should appreciate things, guys. Because the moment they are not working, all hell breaks loose, as the English say. Why don't we say all heavens fix tight when things go good? I don't know. But all hell does indeed break loose. Tup tup tup. Mokai Haber was for mechanics. Oi oi oi. I see.
And for mechanics.
So we are waiting for the remainder of OCP to restarting their clients. And then we can get on into the match. I don't know why, Mom. The fact that we are all here watching a League of Legends tournament and stuff, there's just something very modern about it. Like, it's like the modern Colosseum vibes. Like, I don't know if you get that same feeling. But it's like, if you were to go 50 years in the past and tell them, hey, we're gonna be gathered in our homes on our medium screens, because televisions back then would have been bigger too, and we're gonna watch two people play a video game. Damn.
I sometimes get the feeling of the Simpsons gif of the two monkeys fighting.
What? That's my brain right now when I you say it. What do you mean by that? Please elaborate, Mr. Nano. You can't just throw the pie and expect me to eat it.
It is what it is. There's a Simpsons gif of like a bunch of people betting money, and there's like two monkeys fighting. That's all it is. There's not much else. There's no more context I can say. That's all. That's
Well,
all.
no
it
one's
is.
betting, Nano. What are you saying, man? Oi, oi, oi.
We're betting our hopes and our dreams.
Our hopes and our dreams are indeed betted. Kindred mark number predict anyone. Kindred mark counter prediction. I've never seen Jar play Kindred, but I know he's very good at it. I've seen his KDAs and such, but KDAs don't necessarily translate to markability. So how good does he counter jungle, predict the jungler, catch the jungler, and, you know, maybe get marks off before? Realistically, in, let's say, 30-minute game, okay?
I'm gonna go for a cool 12.
I think 12 is kind of a lot. I would say
I know.
around between 8 to 10, 11, like it's pushing it, but Danico thinks 5. Nah, no way, fam. Look, as a fellow Kindred player, getting the first 4 is like I would sell
Easy.
my sister to get those 4, you know? Those first 4 marks are where you start playing the game as Kindred. Gives you that extra attack range, so I mean, past 7, it's like where the Kindred's brain is like turned off. You don't really care that much, you know? And you're just kind of like, I have 7 marks. So let's see. Alright guys, the lobby is completed. So we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to talk about our daily affairs. I just want to say, while I have all of you here and all your attentions, the podcast channel, guys, on YouTube. Do you guys follow this? Let me switch to my in-game feature. Boom, shakalaka. Look at this, guys. This is the podcast channel right here. And our next episode is on Sunday, episode 13. We'll be discussing the teams in this event and trying to predict who comes out on top. Any questions, anything you want us to discuss, me and Brikun, you can please write them on this channel and they will be featured on the podcast. What is the podcast? Well, look no further. There's 12 episodes to enjoy. Just scroll your way up to watch the last one. You can start from the beginning and watch till the last episode to see a progression. We've gotten better every time. But overall, these days, you should look out for the opener, the minigame towards the end, and we now have bloopers at the end of the episode. So there are these things to look out for. And I would hope you would enjoy this interaction as well. Some of the other things we offer as the League of Malta package. Alright, back to draft. Where is it? Chabang. Alright guys, last Last minute. Promotion done. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Peak openers, thank you. Jansen's sister value equals 4 kindred marks. My friend, Mr. Eyeglass. It's actually less than that, because you know what I mean. I value my sister less than the 4 marks. That's why I would trade her. If I value her at more than that, I wouldn't trade her, right? So, shout out to Selen. If you're watching this, well, I apologize, but she's not watching it, so we can say it. How many marks am I worth? This is Brickcoon. You are asking me questions like when the girlfriend says,
least-
"If I was a worm,
at
will you
least two.
still?"
At least two. At least two.
Ay, ay, ay. Guys, I will tell you how much 4 marks are worth. Look.
That is the froggy one. Okay.
Sorry for the back and forth. Just letting everyone in Discord know game is starting. The picks and bans so we can see here. Oi, oi,
Of
oi.
course, the new Huey skin is banned, for it is pay to win.
Really?
It is banned in tournament games, yes.
Wow. Is it here? He's using it already.
No, he's using the Winter Wonder skin.
Alright, alright. Fun fact, it is not you cannot get it from a skin shard, guys, okay? Keep that in mind. Or from rolling it.
It is in fact part of the player proceeds skin fund, which means
Yep.
that anyone who buys that skin will be giving money to esport players.
Nice, nice, nice. That's the only way Riot can afford such payments.
They are,
Alright.
after all, a small indie company.
Let's leave them
Owned
alone.
by
They gave us League of Legends, the best game we've ever played. So,
As we do
back
see a
to
nice
it.
little ward here from Red Road Rebel.
yep.
It is a bit late, and so he will lose a bit of lane prio here. You do like to see it.
Let's see. I'm expecting
a,
a massive match out of D59. I don't know why. I just think he's in the zone today with his Smolder.
You know, if there's a champion to pop off this game for the side of OCP, I mean, it will definitely be that Smolder.
Let's see. This should be a really good game, though. I mean, the key players to look out for are gonna be Jar on Kindred here, and potentially Pot on Malphite as well. I hear good things about him. As we see, the first engage here on bot lane, OCP slot is the target of the level 2 spike, and that is first blood for Joke Stone. Damn, that's not the way to start things off. OCP slot, we need to get a handle around those level up timers a bit better, buddy. And in the meanwhile, it's a Smolder holding out his lane. It doesn't really matter if his support goes 0-20. Smolder can still kind of do the 2v1 thing. Let's see. So I was saying, yep, a lot of eyes to look out for. Same on his Gnar is another one of them, and of course D59. We've already glanced over that. He's gonna be the forefront of his team. Look at that, almost establishing dominance completely alone there in the bot lane. Oh, 1v2 beast. What do you think about this top side? Nano, it looks a bit of trouble for Pot. As you said, Gnar is
It's
gonna
like I was
bully him
saying,
out.
man. If that Gnar is able to get an advantage on that Malphite, it's gonna be very, very obnoxious for that Malphite to play. The W, the percent health damage is. Pot says, "Hey, who says that I'm the one that's gonna have a trouble here?" As we do see a flash in, and the wolf is enough to finish him down. As D59 is forced to flash.
A great play there by Jar. No marks picked up, though it does secure the first one for him. No priority from top lane for OCP. A bit of a misstep from Same. He assumed that Kindred maybe started top side. To be fair, it is the first game against OCP that the jungler is potting top, and they also skipped the camp. Not usual to see Same sort of being the first one to drop early kills on his team. Let's see, Bussy squad fighting. I can hear Drakur now from the other side of the house after first blood. Alright, Drakur hyped up for his buddies, as Bussy squad are Drakur's friends, of course. He used to play with them, you know, until Evercio came calling and stole him away from the Bussy squad. Hoi hoi hoi. Let's see it here. Pot 3655. I wonder what the number stands for. A very original name. I like it.
It's days in the year and an extra 5 to be sure.
Let's see. Is that really the second mark on Jinx? On Jinx, man. On Kindred. He got the second scuttle there.
Something tells me my 12 mark prediction might have been correct, as the Malphite is slamming onto the Snar. You are never allowed to jump in as Snar into this matchup. Malphite, of course, having one of the most underestimated bits of damage in his kit with that W reset.
It's looking gnarly, man.
It's looking gnarly, as we do see. D59 does, in fact, tank a tower shot. And this could be a gank onto the bot lane. The Braum Q does miss, however, Zeri is Eing forward. Smolder has used his E. Keep in mind, no sums on the side of that Smolder. There is heal on Slot. He will also flash as it comes up exactly off cooldown, but that will be the feat of warfare for the side of Bussy squad.
Now, I'm not really sure if Slot had space there, but he did turn around and get stunned right away. So that is a nice little pickup there for Jar.
Spiegel here. The
Holy
W,
schmoly.
the ult, it's barely not enough.
That's
Clean
a lot
little
of
combo.
pressure onto Red Roll Rebel. Jokestone now dashing forward, challenging D59. D59 falling low. He'll have to consider this wave. He might get dove right after if he stays for too long. Jar, in the meanwhile, happy to start off this dragon. It does seem like he could solo it. Look at Jokestone here. He's kind of pushing his luck a bit too close far for tower there as D59 gets healed by Slot. And Ignite is dropped as well on Slot. I did not expect that from Miss Glask. But this all gives space for Jar to secure that dragon. Let's see if Emanuele Elul can return some of this aggression Jar has managed to get already, as Emanuele should be close to 6 on that Nocturne.
This may be a kill for the Gnar here. Wrath from the Malphite is forced out. It looks like it's barely not enough to kill the Malphite.
Emanuele, do you find the invade is the question, or are we looking for the dive? Please check the... Oh, no. Emanuele, please.
It will be a bit...
Check the Gromp at least, my friend. Alright, he doesn't want to look at it. He's recalling. Respect. Emanuele with respect. He's recalling to buy his items just before hitting his level 6 spike. And then we can look for the bot lane play. And there's another mark for Jar sporing on that Scuttle Crab. Do OCP challenge it. They have a very strong Gnar in the top lane. They have the Orianna ult. They have the Nocturne ult. And just one more camp. But it doesn't seem like they will pressure it. And Jar could potentially land his third mark here. Let's see. So we do see Miss Glask rotating towards that Scuttle. We also see Spike Spiegel also moving there. And the Scuttle is started. We can call this the third mark already. Emanuele not showing up for this for the grabs as well. This could be the second objective for the Bussy squad, which is kind of dangerous for OCP. One objective away from the feats of strength. And that is indeed void grabs as well. Alright, but we have Nocturne ult. Surely we can dive Mr. Jokestone. No flash on him, but he does have barrier. Is flash available for him? Sorry, I'm not sure if there's a bit of time.
Flash is about to come out. Come up right now.
So yeah,
we'll have both sums and ultimate. That said, it will be a 3. Oh, looks like no. The Mr. Glass will pat down bot lane.
It's Miss Glass,
look like
my friend.
Miss Glass. It does look like it will be nothing happening in the bot lane.
It's a bit of a shame.
A bit scary.
I mean, Emanuele is recalling again. He just recalled, so I'm not too sure about this. We have that Nocturne ult. And we have the Orianna ult, so a lot of things we could have been doing here. But Jared just has free reign. Look at that. He took red. He took the Raptors. And I mean, Jar would have to assume, like, where is Nocturne? He's not ganking. He's not level 6. I can take all his jungle. And I just took another mark. That's 4 marks for Jar. That's increased attack range. Maybe I was hoping a bit too much out of OCP with my lower end prediction, but I mean, look at Same with that CS lead in the top lane. It's just a bit of a shame to see how far ahead Jar is getting.
Zerial does come out. She is spamming her Q. Does not look like it's able to do much. The Smolder ult will come out as retaliation. That said, Slot may be a bit risky here. There is no man on that smolder. The ignite comes out. The Q does hit. They are honestly both dangerously low. However, look behind them. That Gnar has TP'd in. It does look like Miss Glass will try to flash. The Q does land. The bounce and the auto. The smolder
no.
flashing the QW
The
from
flash
Spike Eagle.
from
Spike Eagle is here.
Smolder.
The ult does land. Now,
Oh,
the
this could be
Zeri will
big
go
for
down. That's a
OCP.
double kill for the Jar. Slot, will he pat into the QE? He will not. Spike Spiegel here trying to play it as slow and safe as possible. Here comes the Nocturne, however, and that will be another kill onto this Gnar.
Now we just need Red Road Rebel to instantly teleport top lane. Red, use your TP. Ah man, we're losing so many resources in top side though for this. A Spot happy to take about 2 plates here and about 2.5 waves missed here for OCP, but it's a good play by Same overall. He gets that triple kill. It's a shame he doesn't have the Trinity Force on top, but this is a really good turnaround here for OCP. The flash used from D59 is a bit sad. That is a key summoner spell for him to have. And look at Jar, he is hovering at the moment. Trinity Force complete. And they do find slot, but the Melio Q does shoot them back. Look at Red Road. Look at Emanuele. They're all here. This is some grand teamwork from OCP. I like it. I like it. OCP are alive, man. They are really challenging this game. They're only 1k down, and most of it would be on Jar. My only issue is how do we kill Jar? Well, we'll have a Fed Smolder, and we have that Nocturne Orianna combination. Let's see.
What is the Hui building? He has a Tear, but then he has a Fated Ashes. Are we going Tear into Liandry Rush?
My friend, this is the build of the ARAM enjoyers. You do not understand. Alright.
It might be. It does look like, I mean, Same is putting on a lot of pressure onto this Malphite now.
Yeah, I mean,
he has so much damage.
Same is just kicking it into high gear, you know. He's used to maybe a higher level of competitive edge whenever he competes. So he's really trying to get a win for OCP. Today he was really hyped up for this match. He said today is do or die. Today's the day I got it. A bit over pushing his bounce, maybe that confidence going a bit too high. A Spot doesn't allow the abuse. He gets the ult off and gets the kill. Look at
genuinely impressive damage foresight there from Pot, realizing that he can just 100-0 the Gnar there. Wow.
Mr. Pot, he's not a pot for a reason. I don't know what I'm saying.
Solo bolo.
Yes, indeed. Jar trying to find the gank here as the Hui out comes out.
Q doesn't land, but it does not matter, and that will be another kill onto the Hui.
Alright, we've seen
Man,
this.
it is not looking nice for OCP.
It's not looking bad though. I mean, realistically speaking, it's just it's not too bad. Come on, let's see. This could be a disaster though, but let's see. D59 is here. The ult comes out. Brom does block it. Jokestone takes the kill. There's the ult from Nocturne. Perhaps a little bit too late.
I don't think he's in range.
We don't have the range, that's for sure. But at least the paranoia does scare them off somewhat.
Now look behind. There is the Orianna TPing in. Orianna is here. However, will she be just gifting another kill?
Oh, there's the Kindred ult.
As the Kindred ult comes out just to deny any more further damage from the Smolder.
Oof.
Jar flashes in. Managed to also kill the Smolder. That is a 4-0 Kindred.
We tried. I like the vision of it. The combination maybe needed to be a bit more coordinated there, especially without having that Nocturne ult. But yeah, OCP still fighting. We're still giving it our best here. Now, bit of a hard time in the mid lane. So during all this, Spike Spiegel was getting those plates, getting all that gold. Something we didn't look over, the defeats are of course in favor of TBS here, with the second dragon pickup that did secure it. Whoa! Some people want to see the gold. Let's see the gold, guys. We have a 1k gold lead here for Same. Oh, let's see it. Maybe Same is under attack here. Let's see
Bot
an
fight.
out from bot.
Very nice EQ from Spike Spiegel.
Damn, you have to admit
Max
that
range
was some
there.
good teamwork from TBS there. Nice combination. That is a bit of a mitigation there for Same. Spot denies the lead that Same was having there. And with the tower on top, he should be back in the game. A massive 2k gold lead here for the jungle role as Jar leads ahead of Emanuele. And similarly in the mid lane here with 2.2k gold actually for Spike Spiegel. But it's really in the bot lane here that we're having some trouble here. 1k gold advantage for Jokestone. And it's not even from CS, it's just from kills and assists. And yeah, so that's the goal overall. 700 as well for the support role. TBS are just kind of really ahead at the moment. But if we have a look at items aren't doing all that bad. We're close to maybe getting the first item for everyone. There it is. With Stridebreaker.
I genuinely do not understand the tier technology on the way. And I mean, it seems to be working, so I can't say much.
It's for mana.
It does look like.
Oh no!
It does look like he will be building 2 mana items.
Oh, the
enough.
flash!
Oh, same.
Same with the flash. Not what you want to see. The pressure getting to him. Oh my gosh. The Emanuele ult there onto Jokestone. Jokestone dashing out. There's the return from Miss Glask and the Brom ult. Emanuele is still alive, but Jar is dominating. D59 dashes in, flashes out. And there's a lot of damage coming out, but is it enough? Red Road Rebel pelting them. There's a combination from OCP slot. If the Smolder was here, that would have been a triple kill easily. I have to admit.
TP trying to force just anything from this encounter. The Q does land. That will be a dead Zeri. The Kindred ult is late. However, here comes this Hui, and that will be a dead Orianna. And it may possibly also be the end of Same as the Bonfire ult does come out. Spike Spiegel EQ flash does not land it. However, this will be a Drake for the side of the Bussy squad.
Wow, what a turn of events! I mean,
not sure if I've made that clear enough.
If anything, I mean, this just shows that OCP still had kind of possibly a good advantage there. They just needed to be grouped up a bit better, a bit more coordination. We saw Emanuele lose start of the fight, kind of alone, no Orianna ult in sight as well on top of him. And then we had a lot of smaller fights that like Smolder eing in and then the flash out. Smolder was better at his positioning there. We could have gotten a lot more for that. But let's see, the Bussy squad playing it pretty much perfectly here. I really like their teamwork overall. I wouldn't be surprised to see them potentially being the number 2 team for this event, but let's see. Or put, you know, in that final, I mean, on Sunday. So far so good, at least. Let's see. Baron, oh no. 25-minute Baron, buddy. Atakan will be coming up soon. So that's something to keep in mind here. 1 more minute for Atakan. You see already the Bussy squad sort of lining up for that. How many marks does Jar have? He has 5. Rip.
5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. Well, after 4 men, you know, your brain like starts relaxing a bit, you know. But yeah, I think anything above 7 is like pretty good. Alright, and actually, I don't know if Emanuele Lul is doing this on purpose, but as a Kindred main, a tip I can give to every jungler, you should potentially leave her wolf mark. Okay, we'll talk about that soon. OCP slot, a lot of damage coming out onto him, and there's D59. There's the paranoia. I really like.
Is still not in range, but there he is. He's finally in. He maybe is going a bit too deep. Spike Spiegel also goes a bit too deep. Does manage to kill Demilio, but is dropped in return. 3v4 as the Malphite slowly lumbers his way here. There is a Rift Herald available. The Brom does land a Q onto the Gnar. The Rift Herald has spawned. This very well could be a tower. Now, will they continue to engage as the Kindred is driving the Herald into Narnia, it seems?
No,
or wait, no, he's going for that bot lane tower. I don't think he can make this curve, but
I would
No
have
way.
done this. What? What?
Why'd he
What?
charge? Why'd he charge? I'm okay. Someone who can understand Herald better can tell me why he charged there.
I think it's that bug where you I don't know actually. No, I'm sorry, I'm cooked. They must have summoned Herald. The tower went down before it charged, and they got in with the first one. You know, bro, and then it reset. Hey, man, I'm not a coder at Riot. They made this game perfectly, and I don't question it. Mela,
That's
Atakan
Atakan.
here
Nice
should
spawn.
should be an easy picking here for TBS. Let's see. So I was saying, you know, if you're against Kindred, you should probably leave your wolf mark. It's potentially one of the harder ones to get, I would say, but I mean, you're sacrificing your wolves for the rest of the game, but he's not having easy pickings for his mark, and you can maybe bully him out of his jungle, but anyway, a story for another time. 7k, 5k, this Atakan is melting. 3k, and there we go, chabam, Atakan secured, TBS are ahead. How much ahead? Well, we are about 9k, my bros. 9k ahead, quick mets, 13 kills or something ahead.
The
Oh,
way
yeah.
is going crazy. He is setting up what could very well be the entire side of Bussy's squad fiending for that Nocturne.
A lot of potential stacks here for the Smolder. Let's see if we can capitalize on this moment. Look at
Jar
D59.
dealing huge amounts of damage. However, the Smolder has gotten
Oh, what a
his
stun by
execute
Same! A nice
in a very
combination.
large stun, but it is not enough.
Damn, this could have been such a huge fight for OCP. Potentially 1 second away, one ability away from getting big payouts. OCP, man, I hope they don't give up hope. Man, if they
I think you
keep...
would have liked Red Road Rebel there to maybe have TP'd, helped, because I think that very well could have been a massive turn for the side of OCP. Bit of a shame. Although, I mean, I'll be honest, these fights are a lot closer than I think they have any right to be. I mean, 20-5 is not exactly a easy game state to still play, but OCP are still chugging. They're still going through. They're still playing, which is commendable. You have to give them that. As the last dragon here for the side of Bussy will spawn. 13 seconds left to getting this Mountain Soul. Miss Glask is putting up a bit of vision. And she is trying her best to not get caught out. Here comes the Malphite TP. This may be large. Response through the Gnar, but it is not enough as the Hui damage is huge. Smolder ult blocked by the Brom shield. Smolder will try to flash away, but this Kindred is incredibly sticky. The QW! What an amazing little QW from a Spiegel.
Well, what can we say? I mean, we tried our best, but at this point OCP, they're just a bit too far behind. I mean, we have double items across the board and some components as well for the key carries on the side of the Bussy squad. I mean, 3 dragons, there's the soul as well now. It's a bit cooked, guys. I've yet to see the Oriana Nocturne combination play out once, but what can you do?
I'm gonna come up with a pun. Spiegel beep-bopped the Smolder. No, this doesn't work, does it?
Nice.
It just doesn't work.
Nice try. Nano, stick to your phone calls, alright? Mela, let's see. Sam is definitely not washed, Kane. Come on. I mean, he's under the pressure, and I think he's doing a terrific job. But you know,
I think the fact that he is even remotely close to gold, when compared to the side of Bussy, is like genuinely kind of crazy, especially in this game state. You know, I mean, the game obviously here is incredibly tough. They have Atakan, they have Soul, they have what I think is a 13k gold advantage, if I'm reading that right. Obviously, at this point
see.
it is going to be a bit difficult.
49 minus 36, 50 minus 35. كم تجي؟ هي واحدة مع 5 15 exact.
As here comes the Smolder, they are going to try the combo. The combo
Oh,
does
there's
land.
the combo. Is
This
it enough though?
Smolder is trying his best, but I mean, they are just 2 behind. A great fight fought out by OCP, but they are just 2 behind in terms of gold.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. The Brom is like solo killing the Smolder here, and the Smolder is pretty strong. And there's the ace. Man, I gotta give it to them, OCP. You're always my favorite to cast. So much action. You never give up. The courage, the heart, the action, the plays. It always feels like you're getting better. I remember the first time I saw you guys play, and you lose the game like in the first 2 minutes, thanks to a jungle invade. So, I mean, and look at you now. You know, you're still fighting till the end. I hope one of these days we'll get our win, but don't fret. We have a best of 3 series next week. This was the last game of OCP in group stage. Yes, noticed.
I think the improvement is definitely noticeable. As Kindred is at 11 marks. Can we get one more?
Nah, seriously though.
Am I the GOAT?
No.
Can we get one more mark before this game ends?
You're lying. You're lying. No. This can't be. Oh,
I'm just the GOAT. What can I say?
No. Alright. Inkamat. 8 to 10. 8 to 11.
8 to 10. 8 to 10.
8 to 11.
8 to 11.
The Caprio smile.
Light rage. Ginat numru.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't let me down, Jar. Get one more mark. Make it a 12.
OCP, don't let me down.
Oh, he's going for the wolf camp.
Alright guys, this could be potentially the last fight, as Baron buff is on the side of the Bussy squad. I'm not too sure about their plan. They seem to have Huawei shoving in the top side and Jokes on Miss Glass pushing in the mid lane.
Again, it's a very nice combo. Spike Spiegel will go down. That is a huge shutdown onto the Smolder. But here comes the rest of the team, and they will shred them down. Yeah, the game is very much over. It does seem like Bussy squad will win the game. Still a pretty admirable.
I mean, come on, they got the Orianna Nocturne combo off. It's fair.
They got the combo off. As same ult, another kill in.
The GOAT.
How many marks the Kindred? How many marks? 12, baby!
Oh, kalma naqrax nixxila kaxxa Cyril. Victory for the Bussy squad. Oi. But well played OCP, of course. They played a great series. I mean, they have one more best of 3 next week. So let's look